Let's divide a whole number by a fraction. So we got a couple different things we're working on here. So first we're going to just kind of jump right in. We have 6 divided by 7/8. Now the easiest way to divide a problem when we have one part a fraction, one part a whole number, is to make that whole number a fraction. So we can take 6 and make it a fraction by just putting it over 1, because we know that 6 over 1 is the same as just 6. So now when I put that 6 over 1, now I have a fraction dividing by a fraction. And I can use the process of multiplying by a reciprocal, which is how we divide fractions. Now that is the same, I like to say, keep, change, flip. Because when you multiply by the reciprocal, that's what we're doing. We're keeping our first fraction the same, which would be 6 over 1. We're changing division to multiplication. And the reciprocal of a fraction means we flip it. So we get 8 over 7 instead of 7 over 8. So keep, change, flip means we keep the first fraction, we change division to multiplication, and we flip or find the reciprocal of that second fraction. Now we are ready to multiply. Now remember, when we multiply fractions, we can look numerator to denominator to see if we need to reduce anything. In this case, we share no common factors between the numerator and the denominator, so we are ready to simply multiply straight across. So 6 times 8 is 48, and 1 times 7 is 7. So that would be our answer, is as an improper fraction. 9 divided by 3/4. Well, again, we got to make that first one a fraction. I'm going to write this over so it's a little prettier. But I have 9 over 1 divided by 3/4. And now we are going to keep, change, flip. I'm a very visual learner, so I'm going to write that out. Keep, change, flip. And I'm going to follow through. So when I keep the first fraction, it just stays 9 over 1. I change division to be multiplication. And then I flip that second fraction. So it's going to be 4 over 3. Now, look, do we share any common factors, numerator to denominator? The answer is yes. So 9 and 3 share a common factor, right? I can divide both of those by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So my new problem, right, I can rewrite this out, would be 3 over 1 times 4 over 1. Right? Because when this goes away, we're left with 3, so 3 over 1. And when this part goes away, we're just left with 4 over 1. Now, I can multiply straight across, and I get 12 over 1, which is the same as just 12. So 9 divided by 3/4 is 12. And we're going to do a couple more here. 5 divided by 1/2. Well, 5 as a fraction is 5 over 1. So I'm going to use keep, change, flip. So I keep the first fraction, 5 over 1. I change division to multiplication, and I flip the second fraction. Man, I wish every problem ended up like that. Multiply straight across. 5 times 2 is 10. 1 times 1 is 1. So 10 over 1 is the same as 10. Let's do another one. 7 divided by 4/9. Well, 7 as a fraction is just 7 over 1. So now I'm going to use my keep, change, flip. Please excuse me. So I keep the first fraction, 7 over 1. I change division to multiplication, and I flip or find the reciprocal of the second fraction. I look numerator to denominator. Does 4 go into either, or do 4 share a common factor with either 7 or 9? The answer is no. So I multiply straight across. 7 times 9 is 63. 4 times 1 is 4. And there's my final answer. So whole number divided by a fraction.